We have some grades. We have John, Jane, Mike, Sarah, and Alex, and all of their grades. But we want to be able to enter a name and get their grades. So in A2, we want a drop-down menu that says all of their names. We can say drop-down menu. We can even say drop-down menu from a range, select that range, and get all of those names. Even if there's duplicates or anything, like you can just put a range and it'll grab all of those names. You don't even have to type them in. Let's click done. So now what's going to happen in our A2 cell is that when we select one of these names, the text in the cell is that name. So it is just like deleting it and typing Jane and or Mike. Whatever it is, we type the text of that cell will be this. This drop-down menu actually is not very complicated or magical, other than it's just selecting the text, and it gives us, the user, or someone else, the user, the ability to just click and select the text. But at the heart of the cell, the actual data in the cell is just text. In B2 and F2 here, where we want to go to this list and find all of the grades here, we can do it one of two ways. I prefer this way, filter. Using filter and saying the range. So I'm going to select the range of what I'm looking, and I'm going to say, actually, I don't need the name because I have the name here. So I actually need only B6 to F10. I'm looking at that data, but what? Based on what? Well, the condition. The condition that the A6 through 10 is equal to the text in A2. And hit enter. And is that correct? Jane, 91, 89. Yes, it is correct. So this is taking the range that we're all looking at, saying based on which one in the A column is equal to the A2, we're going to go see that. And that's, I think, the most elegant. The issue becomes when there's multiple. So I don't want to go too deep into it, but let's say Jane is also here. And score is here. Say this score. So now we have multiple Janes. We might not use these numbers B6 to F10. We might use B6 to F and A6 to A. And now we have multiple things. So I prefer to see this. To say, oh, Jane has multiple grades. Oh, that's interesting. That's what I prefer. I prefer to see this. And if there is some data here, let's say this is actually up here, we're going to get a reference error. And that reference error is going to say array result has not expanded because it would overwrite data in B3. So what I would suggest is making a little more space and seeing if that solves it. Or if you already know there are multiples, decide, do you want to only get the first? And that we're going to wrap index. And we only want one row. The index is saying just give us the first one. And this is comma row, comma 1, which is the row. But if we only want the first row and the first column, we can do comma 1, or comma 1, comma 2 to get the second column. And see that 89 is not math. It's actually Jane's first science over here in C column. But if we do 1, we can see it's 91. That is what Jane got in math. So that index, quote unquote, does fix multiple results of that filter. However, it's going to just point at one thing, which you should make sure that that is the right thing you want to point at. It is going to be the top one in your data range. Or you can say, hey, give me the second one. Always give me the second one. But if it's, let's say, John, who doesn't have, looking at the second row, it's 92. This is not correct for John. It is correct for Jane, but not for John. So you have to be very careful using index. That's what you want. What is John doing here? So I prefer just seeing the whole filter and getting an error if there's multiples, and then figuring out there, what do I want? Do I actually want to come in and just delete something? Maybe second grades, if there's duplicates of some kind. Maybe it is a direct duplicate, and you're still going to get a reference error. But if you're like, well, even on duplicates, I just want one of them, we can wrap this with index, comma 1. and get it. Even if there's duplicates, we're going to get a result, not a reference error. You're watching Better Sheets here on YouTube. Make sure you check out this video or this video and subscribe right now to get more tips, tricks, how-tos, get more out of your Google Sheets than you ever have before. I'm excited to be making a ton more videos here. Ask me questions down in the comments and I will answer them in future videos. But for right now, right here, one of these videos is going to be your next Google Sheet.